All right, Mary.
I'm Mariel.
My name is Britt.
And I'm Laura.
Okay, and then we decided to do Brittany's case study. So if you want to tell that, Britt.
Yeah, it's about my father. In 2013, my father went to a doctor with a weird birthmark. It had a crazy color and he often bleeds. The doctor did not trust it and sent him to the hospital to a dermatologist. There the birthmark was removed and sent to a laboratory for research. It seems to be a melanoma and a second operation was necessary to remove all the cancer. The melanoma was above his nipple, so they have to remove his nipple too, because it's necessary to remove 2.5 centimeters around the birthmark, because they may also be metastasis. So right now he has only one nipple. There fortunately was nothing in his limb, and that means that he was clean after a second operation. He did not need any future treatment like a chemo or radiation. It was a hard time for us as family because we did not know which way it would go, and of course you don't have any control of the situation. My father still goes to a dermatologist for checkups. First it was every 3 months. After 2 years it was every 6 months, and now he has to go back once a year. And sometimes a few birthmarks are removed for certainty during these checkups. And now it's 5 years ago, so he's cancer-free.
So from that, we decided to talk about like the financial costs of like cancer and how many days off of work and all like that, and all stuff like that, like the financial burden. So I found an article that kind of talked about the cost of cancer drugs and how much it can just take a toll on the family financially. So I found an article that talked about how it's not the most widely prescribed drug in America, but it makes the most money. That kind of talks about how expensive it is. So they talked about a drug, Gleevec, which is a leukemia drug. And in 2001, it was $24,000, and now it's $90,000. So talk about how much the prices have increased. And health insurance does cover some of the costs, but 20 to 30% of it is out of pocket, which can add up to $24,000 to $36,000 per year, in addition to the healthcare premiums. And then talk about how that's not the only cost that they have for drugs. There's also costs for like hospital outpatient facilities, such as like follow-up appointments, and that's 54% of costs. And then physician fees, which is 22% of costs. So it kind of talked about how it really adds up financially.
Yeah, and I also looked into the insurance, but more on the side of the Netherlands and some of the differences. In the Netherlands, it's required to have insurance. At least the basis insurance is needed. The basis insurance in the Netherlands is about 100 to 120 euros. And in the VS, it is, according to Professor Gerard Anderson from Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, it's about 580 to 870 euros, which is a big difference. And also we have deductibles, which in the Netherlands is about 400 euros a year. But in America, according to the same professor, it's about 4,300 euros, which again is a big difference. And if you just have to pay that from, then, well, it's a lot of money.
Yeah. I looked up our policy on like time off. And so we have like a medical or a Family Medical Leave Act, which allows 12 weeks or 12 work weeks of time off, and a job when you return, or the same one or like a full one. But it's not like everybody can have it. It's like 50, or your employer has to have like 50 employees or employed for 20 work weeks to be like that big of a business to have it. And you have to work for a year and work 1,250 hours in that year to be qualified for it. And then it is like, it is unpaid, but you have your insurance the whole time, and your boss is entitled to require you to take your vacation, your sick time, and your personal time off if you have any. So if you do that, that's how you can get paid, during this time. But other than that, you just have your health insurance. You're not really getting paid. So that's what we have.
Okay, so I found something about the time off in Holland. If you are ill, you must be reported to the working condition service or the company doctor within a week of the first day of your illness. You can get 2 years off. So if you're sick, you can get 2 years off. But if you are better then, and you will get sick later, you can also get the 2 years. If you can't go back after 2 years, they say that you are not able to work again, so you almost have to stop your work. But if your employer knows you are away from your work longer than 2 years, they often get somebody else for your job in that time, and if you can go back, the other person will go away so you can get your job back. The first 2 years of your illness, your employer has to continue paying your money, and you get in total 170%. So you can choose between if you want to get the first year 100% of your money and the second year 70% of your money, or you can choose the first year 70% or the second year 100%. And yeah, I think that was it about the Netherlands.
Okay, so then just kind of wrapping up, the difference, in healthcare cost. Laura mentioned the difference in health insurances, quite a bit different, and our 12 weeks off compared to their 2 years. So we would say, the U.S. to the Netherlands is not as financially good, accepting. I don't know. You're a lot more likely to go into debt and be burdened with the financial burden while you were sick.
All right.